It's a pleasure to have you here, sir, because Turkey is a fascinating country. It is fascinating because of its bridge DNA. It has always been a sort of a bridge, partly a bridge in geography, which is easy to understand because it is half in Asia, half in Europe, partly a bridge which is political, which is that it is partly looking towards the European Union, partly towards the Middle East, partly a bridge in culture, because it has a culture which is partly European because of Greece and partly very Middle Eastern. So it's a country which is totally divided in different directions. I'm almost tempted to call it schizophrenic. And so, can you tell us, why can't you decide once for all, what is it that you want to be? You are constantly building bridges. You've built this beautiful bridge across the Bosphorus in Istanbul, but you're not the first, because Cyrus the Great built a bridge in the Hellespont, and so did Xerxes. And so, a bridge, but don't you want to have an identity which is Turkish, which is not European, which is not Middle Eastern, which is, where are you? Who are you really?
Wow. So, I should start by apologizing all of you for being late because of the traffic that was terrible. So, I hope that the evening will be worth waiting.
No, we'll still give you dinner.
Okay, thank you. So I'm very happy that I didn't lose that. So the question that you posed, Ambassador Kemal, is a tough one. And I don't know what I did to deserve that tough treatment from the very beginning. Indeed, Turkey is a bridge. For us to start to understand how we feel, I would like you to think of yourself as a bridge. Any bridge has two legs, and these two legs are supposed to be placed on two different components, two different parts of whatever you are thinking. So when these two components, these two parts are stable, if they stay where they are, the bridge is happy. But if they start to move apart from each other, then the bridge is in trouble. It hurts when your legs are torn apart. That's why when I will try to explain Turkey's position in international events, you will see our policy of trying to keep two sides as close as possible to each other, to keep them staying where they are at least, if not coming closer. So this is just an allegory that I tried to show you how we feel, because we are in between of East and West, or Europe and Asia, Islam and Christianity and Judaism maybe. We feel ourselves that these components should be close to each other, so that we would be keeping our place and we will feel happy and contented. Who we are is actually a function of where we came from and where we stay at this moment and how we approach things. So these three components make the Turkish people. When I try to describe Turkish people, I generally include this simplistic way of describing our identity. The Turkish identity comprises of three elements. One is the Central Asian background, the Turkish background, the Turkic tribes that started migrating from Central Asia towards West 11, 12 centuries ago. And this is one dimension of who we are. We are still Turks. We speak Turkish language, which is distinct from the languages around us. And we have this identity as Turks, coming from Central Asian roots, today's Mongolia, Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, these areas, and those tribes that moved towards West. One component is this. We are Muslims. We picked up the Muslim Islamic religion on the way to Anatolia, and this is also in today's Turkey defines who we are, because after adopting Islam culturally and of course religion defines most of the culture and social life. It is especially true for Muslim religion. So it is a strong component of our identity. And the third identity, third component of our identity, often ignored, is the Anatolian identity, that the place that we came, because we didn't find the Anatolian Peninsula as an empty land so that we could settle. There was a very important civilization there, the Roman civilization, which has the background going back to even millennia before. So in a way, we have inherited all the civilizations that had lived in Anatolian Peninsula, and our today's Turkish identity also has this component. So it is a combination of all these three. One may add some other elements to this. There might be some additions, but these are the basics.
Ambassador Corman, you've given three elements: the Turkic language, the Islamic identity, and the Anatolian specificity. And I know that my friend Ambassador Ehan Kamel, whenever he used to go and visit Kazakhstan or Turkmenistan, he could speak in Turkish and everybody understood.
Yes.
Whereas people like me were completely lost in those countries. But we need to go a bit deeper. Firstly, you've referred to these three elements, and missing from this visibly is any reference to Greece. Now, Greece and Turkey have been married to each other. Parts of Turkey used to belong to Greece at different times, in the Trojan Wars, etc. And parts of Greece have belonged to Turkey for long periods of time.
That's true.
And so there is an intimate link between the two. But you have left it out. Now why?
No,
because when I go to Greece and when I ask for Turkish coffee, they say, no, there's no Turkish coffee here, there's only Greek coffee. It's the same. But they call it Greek coffee. And
yes.
Why? What is this friction?
Actually, I didn't leave out Greece. I alluded it. I didn't mention, but when I said that the Roman Empire and the civilization and those civilizations before it includes the Greek civilization. So partly, in a strange way,